Well, the afternoon ride continues here on the home of the Jets, TSN 1290. Rick, Ralph, Brian Munz with you. Hustlers back in tomorrow. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, Pierre Lebrun's going to join us from TSN. And, of course, you see it, Brian, right across the country, initiatives to try and help those that are battling on the front lines of the pandemic.
Yeah, and this was really cool to see this morning. Obviously, it takes a lot of people to bring something together, but for those of us here in the city of Winnipeg, obviously a great way to show some support.
Well, let's bring in HSC Foundation President and CEO Jonathon Lyon on the hotline.
The Afternoon Ride Hotline. Brought to you by Chris Pennycook of Royal LePage Dynamic Realty. 204-989-5000.
John, appreciate the time. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to hear your voices, guys.
Well, it's good to hear from you as well. And in fact, good to see this new initiative that you guys have going, Feeding the Front Lines. Where did this, I guess, how quickly did this come together, John?
You know, from the time, really the pandemic hit Manitoba, we've been working closely with HSC leadership and listening to HSC staff and we really pivoted on a dime to what we could do to support first patient care and then front lines at HSC. So we kicked off few weeks ago with an initiative to get communications, iPads, and turn TVs on and telephones on at bedside at HSC. So we did that. And then going forward, we said, well, what can we do on the front line? So we've done some initiatives we funded some research and development for some masks because of course, our medical leaders medical professionals need masks and those sorts of things. So we supported some of that work. We've supported some accommodations at Canada Inns in a partnership with Canada Inns, and we knew we were going to get to the area where we wanted to help feed staff because the issue is they can't get food in the door easily because of infection control and those sorts of things because they're trying to stop the spread of the virus and that. So to make a very long story short, we said, hey, let's feed the front lines. We were approached by Earl's Restaurants, and they wanted to partner with us on this, and so we came up with that. And we've just launched last week our first 2 nights of doing this. We put over 1,400 meals into the hands of HSC frontline medical staff. They're exceptionally appreciative of this very kind gesture. And, I remember one nurse last week came up to me and said, oh, my gosh, you have no idea how exhausted I am. And the notion of making food when I got home was debilitating. So, it's a great initiative, and we're just asking Manitobans to help support those people who are putting themselves on the line for all of us, and that's what we're doing.
So, Jonathon, let's get right to it. When you talk about how rewarding it is for people to give and to see what those on the front lines have been able to do and receive, what's the easiest way that those who are listening right now can help out with this to continue such a great initiative?
If they could, Manitobans are generous people. If they could continue to support up, appreciate it's difficult times, but if whatever you can give, please make a financial contribution to our COVID-19 Crisis Response Fund. And the best way to do that is either on phone, 515-5612, or go to our website, hscfoundation.mb.ca. Click on the COVID-19 Crisis Response Fund and donate there, and we will direct proceeds to all of our efforts to support the front lines and patient care at HSC during the pandemic.
The food
John, you mentioned Earl's that has stepped up here as well. There's been more than just Earl's as well, and you're still looking for help, as you mentioned there, with the website and the phone number.
Yeah, Earl's has been a great partner. We're partnering with them on this. It's certainly, it's a major undertaking logistically to pull this off. So Earl's had identified, came forward to us. We're working with them, and that's what we're undertaking for the foreseeable future. And we'll just see how it goes between the need and what the donors are able to support to make this happen. So we're, really pleased with being able to do this. The response has been great, and hopefully we can all get through this in a relatively short order. I know it's a long game we're playing, but really want to extend our appreciation to all those on the front lines who are there for us.
How about the rest side of it, Jonathon, and just the importance of being able to give them just a little bit of a buffer there before they get through the stress of what they're dealing with at work and then making their way back home?
Yeah, I think, with the virus, it's, you can't see it, touch it, feel it. So what was identified to us early on was that a lot of these people on the front lines, particularly the HSC emergency department, wanted an opportunity to be able to, after their shift, maybe even during shift, go to a hotel room, be able to change, relax, and have a shower, so that they're able to come home to their loved ones without the worry of contagion or anything. So that was the impetus behind that, and it's been extremely well received by our HSC emergency physicians.
Now, do I see that it's as simple as, anybody that wants to order food from Earl's, and of course, a lot of these restaurants are still open, folks. I don't know if they realize that or not. Some do, some don't. But just picking up food from them automatically makes a donation to the foundation?
Yeah, exactly. So Earl's has also done their own promotion. Forgive me for not cluing in on that. Earl's has done their own promotion so that $2 of any pickup order will go towards our COVID-19 crisis response fund as well. So, again, get a chance to get a great Earl's meal, support a great cause, and everyone wins by it.
Terrific.
John, look, appreciate the time, and we'll continue to pump that. hscfoundation.mb.ca is the website, and 515-5612 the phone number. I've got that right, don't I?
You got it.
He's always been good with numbers.
John, appreciate the time, and thanks for the work and the continued work.
Thanks so much, gentlemen. Take care. Have a great afternoon, and all the best to everyone, and take care of yourselves. Take care of your families.